Hello and welcome back. One of the most interesting things about tarot readings is seeing how they play out in real time. I've been going deep into my archives lately, and it's been fascinating to see how past readings of mine have resonated with what's happening right now. It's almost like going back in time and getting a sneak peek of the energies that we're building. So I wanted to share this with you, not as a fixed prediction, but as a reminder of how much power we have to create our own reality and to highlight the potential insights these readings held, along with how we can use that information to navigate the present. So let's take a look and let me know what you think about them in the comments. I am doing this live because I was kind of laid up yesterday. And I don't know why, but I was in pain. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to do it live. And I was looking at the astrology for today. And we have two grand water trines. We have Mercury in Scorpio, trining Jupiter in Cancer, trining Neptune in Pisces. And then we have Mars, which is also in Scorpio, trining Jupiter in Cancer, and Uranus in Pisces. And the Mars trine is about inspiring compassionate action. It's about pursuing ideals or ideal goals, and it's fueled by deep empathy and intuition. And the Mercury trine, which is all about communication, is enhancing your imaginative communication and your spiritual understanding. So that together is a harmonious blend of inspired communication and compassionate action. So what does that mean? That means that Mars is the planet of action, right? And it's saying that you want to do something, but Mercury is all about communication. And I can say for myself that I'm feeling inspired to do something, right? To do something that's meaningful, to have a purpose, right? I can say that I've always wanted that, but I'm feeling this need for that right now. So I want to draw an angels and ancestors oracle card and see what spirit or the ancestors have for us about this energy that's going on right now. Are you feeling that too? Are you feeling like you're doing something? Let's say you're doing something that you love doing, but it's just not going exactly the way you want to. So um, maybe this Mars energy is helping you to want to keep going or keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, but this Mercury energy is kind of changing that because you're rethinking things, right? You're being more um, compassionate and empathetic, but maybe to yourself as well. Like what's bringing me that joy, right? What is important to me? So we have Father Sky, trust in the unknown. So trust in what it is that you don't necessarily know the answers to right now, but you're looking for those answers. And then we have drum on the bottom, dream and journey. So what are those dreams and journey that you're looking for? Trust that what you don't see right now, right? We have Neptune. Neptune is like a veil, right? It's kind of like the fog where you come upon fog while you're driving, per se, or let's say, and you can't see anything. But the closer you get, you can see more and more. So that's how the Neptune energy is for me, is that you feel it, there's a veil, right? So it's a little bit obscure, but the closer you get, the more you do, right? The little steps forward, the more you know about it, the more information that comes to light from it. Okay, let's get some guidance with the tarot. All right, Spirit. Let's clarify Father Sky. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So the first thing I heard was, getting rid of the old patterns, right? Doing something new, not doing the same old thing over and over and over, right? And it's not um, the insanity thing where you're doing the same thing expecting a different result. Or let's say there might be some of you that are doing that, right? So you want to kind of tweak things a little bit. So that's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over, thinking you're going to get something different. So you want to make a little bit of a change. So with this Five of Wands, I'm feeling the struggle. There's a decision that needs to be made, but you need to remember your compassion, your what's important to you, right? How are you feeling? Your empathy, right? Not your empathy towards others, but your empathy towards yourself. What is it? If you were wanting someone to feel what you're feeling, what are those things, right? You might have to dig a little bit deeper to find those things. And then remember, the Hierophant is 3 stages, right? He has 3 levels on his crown. There's 3 people, and then there's the 3 bars on the staff. So that's like steps, right? You have the beginning, the intermediate, and the mastery. So where are you in that? Maybe that's one of the things that you need to evaluate is where you're going with that. Are you at the mastery stage because you've been working so hard, but there's just a little bit of you need to tweak? Okay, I was going to ask about the drum, but these came out while I was talking. So you got the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so there's a choice that you need to make. This Queen of Swords, it's about truth, right? She cuts through the crap, but she also the queens are very nurturing, right? And the Ten of Swords is about, I just heard a blessing in disguise, right? It's an ending that needs to happen, right? It's for your own good. And this Five of Cups, don't have any regrets. I just heard wallow. Don't wallow on those things that you don't need to be worried about anymore, right? It's time to move on. I just saw the Eight of Cups, even though I don't have it down here yet. Okay, so let's get clarification on the drum, on this dream and journey. Okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to know about that? Alrighty, no jumpers. So let's see. We have the Lover's card, the World, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so I've said this a couple times, or many times. I don't put my cards in reverse. Now, maybe when I shuffle them back, they might flip over or something. But so that King of Swords in reverse is, so in this dream and journey of yours, you're not making that decision. Maybe that is what's holding you back. Maybe that's the tension that you're feeling, right? But this grand water trine is all about your feelings, right? Water is about feelings. And you have the Lover's card here and you have the World. So there's some kind of love, and it could be a relationship, right? But there's love. And with what I noticed the most about the Lover's card is you have Archangel Gabriel, who's above, and normally there are chains, right? This card doesn't have chains, but there's fire around them, so they can walk away when they want to. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is about fate and destiny, right? So fate is in the stars. That means you're at a point where, that Y point, right? You need to make a decision. And that doesn't mean you have to make it now, but there's a decision that needs to be made. I don't know if you heard that little chirping. That's my little shy cat. I call her Note. She's notorious, CAT. But you're at that point where you need to make a decision. So it's in the stars, but you're choosing your destiny. Destiny is a choice. And then that King of Swords in reverse is about you holding on to not making that choice. You're not being discerning. You're not taking the control that you need with this King of Swords. And then you have the Two of Wands. So from that, I'm hearing that maybe there's something that you still need to ask for, or maybe you're not asking the right questions. I just heard that. And he's looking out. So I'm feeling like you're wanting this. Maybe you're not knowing exactly what to ask. So I'm gonna get some guidance here. Spirit, what are the blocks? Okay, so we have the Strength card. So you're not trusting the strength that you have within you to make these decisions. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So you're self-restricting, right? That's the lower octave of the Devil card. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're wanting that prosperity, right? You're wanting that happy ending. You're wanting that security and that stability, but something is holding you back. And I'm feeling like it's that lack of choice, or okay, I said it, lack of choice or lack of decision making, right? It's maybe there are some regrets. Maybe there's something that you don't want to end that's ending, but know that it's in your best and highest good to do that. So manifest, right? Ask for help. Let's get some, let's get actions and advice. What does the collective need to do? How can they get out of that feeling of being, I just heard, stuck, or of holding themselves back? So we have the Tower, the King of Cups, the Sun, and the King of Wands. So you have three kings here. The king that you don't have is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is that one he's ready, right? He's ready. He has all his ducks in a row. He's ready to fight if he needs to. He knows exactly what he wants. So the actions and advice are to, you have the Queen of Cups, right? And you have the Queen of Swords. So now it's time to be the King of Wands and the King of Cups, because you have that King of Swords in reverse. So you're not making those final decisions, but you need to feel, what is it that I really want? What are my passions? What are my dreams and my, what is the new journey that I want? And am I willing to make those changes to do it, to seek that happiness? I'm going to get some timing real quick. It's just use that Mercury and Mars action or energy, right? Blend it and try to see what it is that you really, really want. So May seems like it's a long time away, because we're not even at Christmas yet. What's underneath is by your birthday. So this could be something that's taking some time that you need to really think about. But just because it's not ready to come to fruition just yet doesn't mean that you can't work on it, right? You have this Neptune energy that's the veil, right? You can take little baby steps and move forward, right? Crawl, walk, run. Don't just jump into it. I hope this answered some of your questions. If this resonated with you, please take it with you. Share it if you know somebody else needs to hear this message. And if there are some things in here that don't resonate with you, that's okay, right? You also have to remember you have your sun, your moon, your Venus, and then your Mars and Mercury. Where are those in your chart? And how, what sign is it? I'm a Virgo moon. So my emotions, right? The moon is emotions. My emotions are, it's like I try to keep them in check. And I only say that because Virgo is very methodical, very organized, right? And if you don't know, Virgo, like, likes people to think that they have everything in order, and I have them. What do I call them? Um, Organized piles, right? So there's little piles of stuff. I know exactly what's in there. So everything's not, it's not a museum in my house, but I have little things that are a little mess here and there. But I try to keep those from other people. So, we have our things, right? So again, um, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with anyone who you think needs to hear this. And until next time, have a good day.